forgot to talk about how many women were in Godmothered and how much I loved that. It was directed by a woman, and there were so many women in the movie, and it passed the Bechdel test. I forgot, but here we are. Welcome back to Everybody's Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Everybody's Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about Secret Society of Second-Born Royals. Secret Society of Second-Born Royals is a 2020 Disney Plus original release about the second-born in royal families getting a superpower and becoming a part of a secret society that protects their families and the world. It's written by Mastro, cinematography by Jaron Presant, editing by Ahlgren, music by, I think it's Liao Byronberg, and it's written by Litvak and Andrew Green. The film stars Peyton, Elizabeth, Leah, Sam, Niles, Fitch as Tuma, Isabella Thomas as January, Olivia Deeble as Roxana, Noah Lomax as Mike, Faly Rakotohavana as Mateo, Ashley Liao as Eleanor, Elladee Young as Catherine, and Skyler Astin as Morrow. It was announced in May of 2019, and casting was announced later that month, and they started filming later that month until, I think June. It was a quick shoot, June of 2019. Has a 57% Rotten Tomatoes consensus. Secret Society of Second-Born Royals holds up just well enough to suffice as a streaming diversion, which may be all its target demographic is looking for, because it was COVID. I think this had quite a bit of fun with the camera, actually. I think some of the quick whips with the camera was a really nice little addition. It gave it a little personality. I also think the CG was pretty bad, because it's giving DCOM, but for Disney Plus, which, you know, is kind of saying something. It is higher quality for DCOM for sure, but some of the CG was a bit rough. The punk music opening was genuinely funny. Like, that was a good time. The music, when you first go to that really hardcore prison to see, you know, Edmund trapped in there, the music in that, like, killed me. It was very stock, like, suspense prison music. It took me out. And then when they go to that show and they sneak into that bar to see that show, and she goes, oh, they're playing a new song. And then immediately, before she's even heard it anymore, she's like, I love this song. Like, what was that audio? What are we doing? Absolutely not. Right away, parent death toll, dad dead, we're racking up the deaths. It's really ramping up, I feel like. I feel like every movie's got a freaking death lately. Really bad voiceover in the beginning. I hate that this has become the norm for, like, it's not a DCOM. It did eventually premiere on Disney Channel, but it was a Disney Plus original first. I feel like there's, like, this epidemic happening of Disney Channel original movies, or movies made specifically for, like, teenagers and fans of Peyton Elizabeth Lee, who's on Andy Mack. I feel like it is this epidemic of a quick voiceover at the beginning to give you a ton of expository information so you understand what happens for the rest of the movie. I hate it. It's lazy. I'm genuinely starting to be a hater of this. Tell me a different way. Show me a different way. For the love of God, give me the information somehow, some way else. I hate it. The dialogue in this movie is so bad, and it makes me genuinely sad because this concept is so fun and so interesting. And I genuinely think if the dialogue in this were better, this movie would be 10 times better than it is. What a fun concept. You have royal families who have more than one child. The first child in line is the first one that will become king or queen or, you know, whatever, the monarch. But then it's about how, like, what happens to the ones that are born after that? They just, like, are just, like, royal to be royal and don't get to do anything, and they fade into non-existence, whatever, right? This movie takes that and says, well, actually, the second born in a royal family ends up with a mutated gene that gives them a superpower, and they become, like, a member of this secret society that protects their monarch sibling and the world. And that's a very cool concept. It's giving Twitches, Agent Cody Banks, Princess Diaries, like, what did other people, there were other people that were agreeing. It definitely has, like, a Princess Diaries meets Agent Cody Banks quality to it, which, like, I I'd eat it up when I don't remember when Agent Cody Banks came out, but I loved that movie. And Princess Diaries, forget about it, I still love Princess Diaries. I haven't watched Agent Cody Banks in like probably 20 years. Which is a crazy thing to say, that I was like 12, 20 years ago. That hurts my soul actually a little bit. Anyway, it has so much potential, but and like, I enjoy the concept. I enjoy what happens. The dialogue is just so bad, and they try to cram so much into one movie. I genuinely thought this was based off a book because I was like, there's so much trying to happen in this movie. How is this not based off a novel? It isn't. This is an original idea. It never says anywhere that it's based on a book. So someone came up with this idea, which is a super cool idea in my opinion, and then they didn't like split it up. They tried to shove it all into this movie, and they're trying to do like an academy meets, you know, secret agent meets princess. Like, it's a very cool concept. Okay, it's a super cool concept, but so much is crammed into this movie, and the dialogue is so bad, and there's so many moments where, like, they just tell you. Like, we're watching them try to discover what their power is, and then we don't learn what each and everyone's powers are until they're seated on a bench afterwards talking about it, when you could have just showed me. You don't gotta talk it through. I can see what the powers are. Thanks. Anyway, the dialogue is so bad, and then there's just moments that are like, I know she's 15, but like, she'd be smarter. I feel like using the master code her mother told her only she knows, and she's trusting her daughter with it, in front of this friend she's known for like 3 weeks. Insane. I know teenagers, like, think they've bonded with their friend would never betray them and all that kind of stuff. I've been there. I've done that. But I didn't give away the alarm code to my house to these people. Like, I wasn't an idiot. I don't know. There was so much of this that was cool, but the dialogue and the, like, I want to say punching down ruined it. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a fun concept. I think it would have been a cool movie. I think it hit some interesting beats. I would have loved more fleshing out of her and her sister. I just genuinely think this could have been so good, and I think that's why I'm mad about it. But the dialogue is so bad. My favorite part is definitely the end when they work together to defeat Edmund. That was fun. It just, like, that wasn't explained. What powers they have? Over-explained. Really annoying. Also, she has heightened senses, and the only thing they really ever used was her, like, heightened sense of sound, and maybe heightened sense of sight. They barely did anything with smell, they didn't do anything with touch, they didn't do anything with taste, which was super lame. They didn't, like, do anything. Anyway, my favorite part is probably when they all work together at the end. My least favorite part, the dialogue, and just the fact that, like, nothing that should have been fleshed out was fleshed out, and the stuff that didn't need to be fleshed out was fleshed out. It just frustrating. Watch again? I don't know. Like, if my kids wanted to watch it, I would watch it. I don't have any children yet, but, like, in the future. But, like, otherwise, probably not. Like, I'm good. Would I recommend it? I mean, fine. If you have nothing else to watch, you could definitely watch worse. That's everything I have. My final rating's gonna be 5. Oh. Ooh, maybe, like, red apples. That might be good. Maybe 5 red apples out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our parent death toll is. Crack count is still the same. If you want to keep up with Movie Watching When, follow me on all socials to find out Movie Watching When. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Check out my website. It's cool. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early, teach them of that, daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Buy merch. Merch is great, merch is grand. Until next time, comment, subscribe to it. I'm not in charge of your life, you are, so do you, and don't be Edmund and January about it. That's it, bye!